Making a phone call is one of the most ordinary things we do every day. You tap a name, hear a ringing tone, and within seconds, you're talking to someone who could be in the next room, across the country, or halfway around the world. But what actually happens between the moment you press call and the moment someone picks up? Let's start at the very beginning, with your voice. When you speak into a phone, the microphone doesn't transmit your words directly. Instead, it captures the tiny vibrations in the air created by your voice and converts them into an electrical analog signal. This signal is then immediately digitized, broken down into streams of ones and zeros, using a method called sampling. Most smartphones sample sound at around 16,000 times per second, allowing them to recreate your voice accurately on the receiving end. Once digitized, this stream of data is transmitted via your phone's antenna to the nearest cell tower, usually one within a few miles. These towers are part of what's called the radio access network, and they serve as gateways between your phone and your carrier's core infrastructure. The signal your phone sends out travels through the air using radio frequency waves, typically in the range of 700 MHz to 2.6 GHz, depending on your carrier and your device. After reaching the tower, the signal is sent through high-speed fiber optic cables or microwave links to your carrier's central switching center, where an intelligent system determines where the call is supposed to go. It authenticates your SIM card, finds the recipient's number in the network, and chooses the fastest and most efficient route to deliver the data. If both you and the person you're calling are on the same network and in the same region, the data path can be relatively short. But if you're calling someone in another city or someone on a different network, the signal has to travel through multiple switching centers, sometimes crossing long distances via national or even submarine fiber optic cables, the same ones that carry the internet between continents. In modern cellular networks like 4G LTE or 5G, phone calls are no longer transmitted through dedicated voice channels like they were in the days of 2G or 3G. Instead, they're sent as Voice over LTE, VoLTE, or Voice over IP, VoIP, the same technology that powers services like FaceTime or WhatsApp. Your voice becomes just another data stream traveling over the internet, compressed, routed, and reassembled in real time. This is why call quality has improved so much in recent years. VoLTE supports HD voice, which uses a wider frequency range to transmit your speech more clearly, capturing more nuance and reducing background noise. It also allows for faster call setup times and simultaneous voice and data, so you can browse the web while talking without interruptions. As your voice data makes its way across the network, it passes through packet switching systems, which break the data into small packets and route them independently. These packets might take different paths and arrive slightly out of order, but the system knows how to reassemble them in the right sequence, usually with delays of less than 100 milliseconds. If you're moving, say, driving during a call, your phone continually measures the signal strength of nearby towers and switches connections seamlessly using a process called handover. All of this happens without dropping the call or creating noticeable glitches. Even at highway speeds, your voice travels from tower to tower, across cells, without you having to think about it. At the receiving end, the process is reversed. The signal reaches a tower near the recipient, is forwarded to their device, and their phone converts the digital data back into an electrical signal, which then powers the tiny speaker inside the phone. Within milliseconds, your voice is recreated and played back, and the person on the other end hears you speak in what feels like real time. But that's not all. Behind every call is a hidden layer of signaling, protocols like SS7, Signaling System 7, which handle things like call setup, teardown, caller ID, call forwarding, voicemail, and more. These systems work in parallel to the data stream and ensure that the network knows whether a number is busy, unreachable, or available to ring. Modern phone calls also use sophisticated codecs like AMR-WB or EVS, which compress your voice data to reduce bandwidth usage while preserving audio quality. These codecs can even enhance speech by filtering out noise and boosting clarity. Depending on the connection quality, the network may switch codecs mid-call to adapt in real time. To manage all this, mobile networks rely on massive systems of HLR, Home Location Register, and VLR, Visitor Location Register databases, which track where your phone is at any given moment. When you move into a new area, the network updates your location and reroutes traffic to the nearest tower. This happens constantly and invisibly in the background. Security is another crucial part of the puzzle. All communication between your phone and the network is encrypted, typically using algorithms like AES or SNOW 3G to prevent eavesdropping. Even if someone intercepts the radio signal, they can't decode it without the proper keys, which are generated fresh for each session. And just in case you're wondering what happens in emergencies, networks are designed with redundancy. They have backup systems, alternate routing paths, and power supplies to handle high loads or outages. On New Year's Eve or during disasters, the systems are tested to the extreme, yet still manage to connect millions of simultaneous calls. So while making a phone call might feel as easy as breathing, it's actually one of the most complex feats of modern engineering. Your voice is digitized, packetized, encrypted, routed across towers, switching centers, and sometimes oceans, all in a fraction of a second. The next time you hit that green phone icon, remember that you're not just making a call, you're activating an invisible network of satellites, antennas, fiber cables, and computers working together to make your voice travel through space, through code, and through time. And all of that happens before someone even picks up. Subscribe us for more videos.